Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. This evening we're playing Achtung, Cthulhu, the Bear of Last Resort. If you joined us last week, you saw my wonderful team here build their characters. And tonight, maybe they'll all die, maybe they won't. We'll find out. They might also go insane. That's also a good chance. I will let you all introduce yourselves, and I will start with just trying to look on the overlay who is beneath me, but I can't see it yet. There we go. There's no one beneath me, so I'll go to my left, which is Nye.
Hello, I'm Nye. I'm playing Fergus Petrov, otherwise known as Presto the Magician, and I am going to die. That's not an if. I am going to get killed so quickly. I have nothing apart from occultism, and I think, yeah, no, I'm just going to be turned into mincemeat.
Well, yeah. I will try not to actively pick on you, but you're also the least battle-hardened of the
Yep.
entire group.
Yeah.
Therefore, the horrors of war may affect you
But I can
significantly
see
more.
ghosts and not get freaked out. I don't know how common ghosts are, but yeah,
That's
very
that's an
excited.
advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Once you are a ghost, that'll be handy.
Exactly. I won't freak out. Yeah.
And then we'll drop down from Nye to Roger.
Hi, I'm playing Major Walter Turner, the Australian commando. He's someone who grew up in rural Australia as a farmhand on his family's farm. But seeking adventure, he joined up to the Australian Army, where he excelled in his basic training and was sent to Sandhurst in the UK to become an officer. He led an exemplary career in the Army until he was transferred to the newly formed Australian Commando Regiment in 1941. From there, he took part in a lot of secret operations before being transferred to North Africa as part of a new, highly classified unit.
M, Team G. The G stands for great. Across from Roger, we have Aaron.
Good afternoon or evening, depending on what time zone you're in. Today, I'm going to be playing Warrant Officer First Class Busby Pike. He is an expat American whose parents are diplomats, moved him to London when he was a teenager. And then once the war kicked off, he immediately signed up to follow in his father's footsteps, who was a U.S. Marine during World War I. He's an average height guy, used to be good looking, but shortly after he enlisted, he was involved in a weird situation that happened out at a testing facility. He doesn't talk about it much. His entire squad was killed by something, except for a buddy of his, Jones, who lost his mind. The only thing Pike lost was most of the left side of his face, which is just a mangled, scarry mess. But he's a firm believer in right and wrong, and doing the right thing and standing up to the bullies of the Axis powers. And he was happy when he was assigned to this special project in North Africa, where he thought he could find some closure after what he faced in that lab.
Only thing he lost was half his face. Oh, that's optimistic.
And a bit of sanity.
And finally, last but by no means and never least.
Oh, that must be me. Hello. I'm trying to keep it light, but it's Cthulhu, so we're all going to go mad and die. I'm Aldun.
Well, maybe
I
not
will
today.
Give it time.
But soon.
Yeah, very soon. I will be playing Heinrich von Wagner, a young Austrian chap, a lean, serious man with his eyes etched with sights he cannot unsee, exiled from his homeland by the Nazi invaders. And he's worked his way south, working for the resistance groups, and has ended up in Malta, where we begin our operation, and joined up with this weird group of M, or we are now Group G, and no one talks about what happens to A through to F.
There's a plaque.
There are some plaques. There seem to be a lot more names. Yeah, Heinrich has become a little adept at blowing things up, but he also was raised on the fairy tales of his uncle Albrecht, which nowadays seem all too horribly real.
There you go. And that is the team. Last time, you decided after character creation to insert yourself by sea as part of a small commando raid, which will be a diversion to allow you to gain access to Tobruk and hopefully come into contact with a British intelligence operative in Tobruk known as Operative H. So I think without further ado, we'll get started. Ooh, it would be remiss of me not to mention that this is a mature game with mostly mature players and a few that I know that Aaron, we know Aaron will do his best. The rest of you, you know.
Look, I'm
And
the
a lot
plucky
of,
comic relief that gets
yeah.
killed early on.
Oh, I
To show
thought I
how-
was the
to
comic
show-
relief. Oh, okay. You're
Well,
the
yeah, we're
comic relief.
both. We're the
Okay,
dual
I'm
comic
going to be
relief.
serious
Yeah.
and blow things
Well,
up.
one of us dies to show how
Nazis must
serious
die.
the product
The
that is.
situation really
Exactly.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
basically Heinrich is carrying so much high explosive if he gets shot. Bye-bye, Tobruk.
You can stand away from me.
Well, you could have carried the bag. Mm.
To start off with,
Now
you
you're all right.
are all in a little blow-up rubber boat paddling towards the coast just outside of Tobruk after being dropped off by the HMS Undaunted, I believe I picked, which was a British submarine in the area. They're also inserting the commando team, but with a slight delay, giving you time to get into the area, and hopefully the actual raid itself will draw away enough patrols to let you enter Tobruk relatively easy. It's currently nighttime, and aside from the odd swoosh of the sea, you're paddling to what looks like the shoreline ahead of you. The sea is a bit choppier than you were expecting it to be, and you have this strange feeling of something being a little bit off, even from the moment you left the submarine. The weather feels a bit different, and the sea isn't exactly restful at the moment, and everything's just a little bit, you know, you're going into a tense situation, but you don't know what's coming, and everything in the environment seems to be magnifying that. So
Major, what's the rub here? This plan's going cockeyed already. You got to feel that. Who are these yokels?
Doesn't feel the best, but if we just keep going, she'll be right.
All right, Major. I don't know. These two fellas here, they're not even regular military.
Hi, we can't
I'm telling
hear
you, I feel like they passed the buck on us here, Major. But I'm your man.
These fellas are supposed to know something that the rest of us don't, so we've got to get them in. They can do their thing, and then we get them out.
All right, Major. Total faith in the Major. He comes very highly recommended. As for Busby, was it?
That's right. You you call me Busby.
Okay, you look like you could scare away a battalion, so I'm very pleased to have you with us. Please let us know how we can be
Are
of
you
assistance.
mugging on me, Heinrich? Are you busting my chops?
No, I think someone got there first.
Now that was a funny crack there, Heinrich. I like you. Hope
Good.
you don't die here.
Yeah, this is likely.
I just wasn't Busby like no change on his face, but it's like I'm smiling right now. You can't tell the scar tissue
can't
stops
tell.
the smile. Yeah, but I'm smiling.
As you're quickly approaching the shore and having this little conversation between you,
Yeah, when we get close, I'll tell everyone to pipe down.
is anyone actually paying attention to the
Yes.
surrounding area?
Everything.
Yeah, I'll say I am.
Yeah, I mean, Busby will definitely
Yeah, when we
be,
get
once they
sort of
get
closer
start
to the
getting
shore.
closer, he's going to be using his listening skills and to the furthest of extent. You know, that's really what he's trained in is his perception. It's all about scoping things out. So
What you notice the most is there's this sudden creep of a shadow along the water, sort of in front of. It's hard to make out because it's dark anyway, but your eyes have adjusted a bit, and there appears to be a longish shadow, probably ahead of you in the water.
under the water. Oh, hey, Major, I'm trying to keep. I think there's a big damn fish under the boat.
Just keep paddling. Let's get to shore. That's our
Alright.
job.
Fergus,
It's
are
on-
there
it's on the
sharks in the water? Do you know?
Yeah, I've heard that there are sharks in the Mediterranean.
Oh,
But I
Pipe
don't-
down.
Okay. Just paddling.
Yeah, we are going to go in silent into the. Now we're
Okay.
getting really close.
You're getting pretty close to the shoreline now. There's a little bit of a beach ahead of you, and you're paddling into it. What do you do whilst coming to shore?
So have we made it to the shore?
You're approaching it.
Well, be, eyes looking everywhere for signs of the Germans or any hostiles or anyone.
You can give me a spot hidden.
I can certainly try.
Might as well get the roll started.
Can I join in on that too?
Yeah, if you want.
Can I join in even though I have no hope?
You can.
I'm
Or does
leaving
that-
this to the
Who knows what you'll
professionals.
see, though.
Oh, right. Okay, then I won't do that. If it's just
I
you
failed.
fail. Fine.
I very much fail.
I'll have a go.
As you sort of paddle into a rocky
What about
area of
listening? Can we listen out as well? Listen for
shoreline,
talking.
you can now, but you're almost at the shore then at this point.
I pass.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Pretty much as you drift into the shore, you can hear a pair of voices in what sounds like a normal conversation. Do either of you, does the Major or Busby speak Italian?
I do speak Italian. So let's pull up my old Italian roll here. Just a regular difficulty.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I succeed.
You hear what is pretty much a mundane conversation between two soldiers patrolling nearby. So far, they don't appear to have spotted you, but you're pretty much going to land almost on top of them because you didn't notice them further out as you came in.
Are they actually moving?
Yep, they're patrolling.
Okay. As soon as I hear them, I'm going to kind of indicate for everyone to stop and basically just going to hold water and wait for them to move off.
Jawohl.
We'll see how well that goes for you.
Oh, how close are we? I mean, I'm assuming we're a bit of a distance.
We're
away.
just floating right next to them.
Bobbing
At
about.
this point, you're pretty much onto you're drifting.
Oh,
onto the
okay.
actual
If we're
shore.
that close to them, I will
Yeah.
literally try and get off. And as soon as the boat touches down, I will try and knife one.
Okay.
I'll basically pull a knife as we get close and kind of look over to Busby
Roll.
and
Yeah,
kind
I've
of
got-
just with the knife drawn, just kind of nod.
I got my knife pulled too. Not great with a knife, but I got it pulled.
I should be able to
I
see
can
that.
say it's conclusively every time someone says I'm not great with X, I can say, "Oh, you're better than me. You will be better than me, hands
Yeah.
down."
Heinrich is just looking at Presto going, so what is it you bring? You have a
Would you
rabbit?
like bunny?
Oh, actually, it's very nice with some shallots, and this is good, but no, maybe not right now.
I was told to
some
read
reason
some
I cannot see
occultist
my rolls,
texts.
which is irritating. But I will just quickly roll a D100. Check it.
How good are the
Oh,
ears of
They,
an Italian
yeah,
soldier?
they're still pretty much talking to each other as you see two shadows of figures walk almost on top of where your boat's coming in. Well, I say boat, raft, small rubber.
Dinghy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
Maybe-
Lilo.
It's a
Lilo.
wow. No one will suspect.
So can we
Is
use
the resort?
field craft to get up behind them and
If you want to sneak up behind them.
yeah.
What are Heinrich and Presto up to at this moment?
I'm going to attempt to very stealthily slip as we touch on the beach to slip off the side of the dinghy and just secure it so that it's not moving around, it's not calling any attention to us.
Okay.
And then I will be helping Presto out of the boat.
Do you have fieldcraft or stealth?
I have a lot of stealth.
You may roll it to try and quietly
Regular?
Actually,
the boat.
still doesn't too bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you definitely get the jump on the two Italians then, because they didn't hear or see you drift in, and they didn't even notice Heinrich roll out and secure the boat. So there's two of them. I don't think we really need to roll or run initiative.
We
We do our
Just-
field crafts for
I'm now curious what they
you-
were talking about. They're just like, "Oh,
can-
so how's your ailing sick mother? Oh, she's fine."
War as hell.
I've only got
no, I
3
know.
more days and then I get rotated out.
Yeah, I'm 2 days, 2 days away.
I'm going to buy a boat.
Or it's just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
conversation from Mitchell and Webb. Do you think we're the baddies?
No, Ellie's fine.
Members of the Axis of Evil. You reckon?
the Italians are probably just like, "Oh, I wish we were at home."
This sucks.
It's crap here.
So yeah, I
Okay, so-
passed my field craft.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sneak up behind one.
Yep.
And so do I.
There you go. You manage to get up behind both of them, and Fergus,
Yes.
fortunately hidden in the dark, all
Yep.
you see is the two figures of the Major and Busby Pike creep up behind these other two figures. There's a flash of something. Well, not even a flash, there's a movement. And they appear to just slowly drop down with the Major and Busby.
I'm assuming for future reference, it's if I see people get brutally
If
killed
you
or
see
something.
horrible things,
Yeah,
you're going to
it's not like the
find that quite
concept is
unfortunate.
upsetting
Yeah,
to me.
no.
Like I understand that we're in a war zone and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's just okay, I follow. Okay.
So
Well,
with the dinghy secured, these two patrolmen taken out, you're about 5 kilometers outside Tobruk itself, and you have roughly another 20 minutes to half an hour before the raid is supposed to launch.
Okay, so we'll start making our way towards Tobruk.
Yeah. That's pretty much. I'll maybe get you to roll Fieldcraft again, whoever's leading the way. Just
Yeah. I find it. Yes.
you have a very high Fieldcraft rating.
Well, you know, I'm a major in the commandos.
Yeah.
They're all very sneaky. Apart from Presto.
You
I got 60.
managed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
pretty
managed
sneaky.
to get up to Tobruk pretty much on time. Even, even at a dawdle, you could have gotten there pretty quickly. The few patrols you did pass, you managed to evade, and you're roughly outside of Tobruk now. When in the distance towards the port itself, there's a sudden loud and rather obvious flash and explosion as what was probably a fuel dump goes up into the air.
Heinrich has to stop himself applauding.
Get in there.
Yeah, those guys are obviously cooking with gas over there.
Yeah, there's a
Killadilla.
lot of shouting. You can see what few patrols and soldiers were on the street moving off into different positions or running off towards whatever's happening. You can see a bustle of people coming out of barracks and houses and things. This would be the opportune moment to just walk in, probably, which was the plan.
Well, I think
stealthily strolling.
we're dressed like locals. I don't believe we are all dressed in full uniform at the moment.
No, well, I hope not for you.
I
It'll
don't
be a very short game.
a uniform, so the
Number
blood
2
of
dress
my
uniform.
enemies.
I'm in my
that is
red
my
jacket.
uniform.
I have my cape and top hat. No.
Oh, I thought
No,
you
no,
did.
no.
I genuinely thought you did.
No, I'm not that stupid. I am dressed like, like I'm supposed to be in the desert.
Big wizard hat.
Yeah, big cane,
Robes. No.
Stick,
Dressed for the desert.
pipe,
well, stuff.
whole bit.
Yeah. No. So you're in the Tobruk streets now, which is
So
What
we
are you
need to
doing
find
from
somewhere
here?
safe to hold up while we make contact with H.
Yeah, you got the right of that there, Heinrich.
Can I use my espionage skills to find somewhere covert?
You can if you want. Yeah.
I'd quite like to. If that's all right. Just wanted to check before I push the button. Ooh, no.
Hmm.
I've had a delightful cafe. It's called The Wurst.
Mostly, at the moment, there's such a hubbub following the raid that, it's hard to find places where there aren't patrols or there isn't anyone running in and out of buildings. Things will probably calm down a bit later on, but at the
Assuming we've
moment,
been given directions to where we're supposed to be going.
you had
We
some
have
information.
Dead drop
on-
information, but
Yeah.
there's no safe house that we currently know of.
To be fair, I feel like if H had a specific location that they were waiting at, it would kind of reduce their survivability chances. That person there just keeps standing there every day. It's almost like they're waiting for someone.
I don't know what's going on there.
Holding a single rose.
Well, then maybe our next step is to make, or at least some of us, I don't know whether we want to stay as before or one split up because less chance of getting caught. Presto is shaking his head. And one of us goes to the Venice restaurant for the main dead drop, and we leave a message there so that H knows that we are in town. Major?
It's about 4 o'clock in the morning at the moment.
Yeah, let's say everywhere's going to be closed. We need to find somewhere quiet to lay low.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's somewhere undercover somewhere using survival or something like that we can just kind of hide in?
So rather than like an actual house or something, just somewhere you can.
Sure. An actual house, we'd probably have to break and enter, unless it's abandoned. If it's abandoned, and obviously, so if it's damaged by a shell or something, we could hide in it.
There's a fair few ruins about and the like, so you could probably try and.
If there's something that's
one of
semi-ruined
those
as well.
Yeah.
So can I use survival to try and find something suitable? Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah. A few streets back from the dock area, which is roughly where the dead drop is, according to the information you were given. There's a little block of houses that have clearly been hit at some point by bombing or shelling, and they're abandoned for the most part and reduced to largely rubble. But the outer shell on at least one of them is still there, so you could potentially enter it and use that to lay low for a bit until morning comes.
Okay, we'll hide in here. Keep your lights out. We don't want anyone knowing we're in. No one should bother us in here.
What are you doing then once you're inside?
Oh, we should probably get some rest.
Busby would set up as the first watch, probably.
All right. Yeah, wake me when you're done.
Okay.
All right, Major.
Well, good night.
Yeah.
Immediately asleep.
I might just make some coffee. No, okay.
In a nice cozy rubble.
Yeah.
Comfy rubble.
Well, you have plenty of rocks and stones to lie on.
Rocky pillow.
Fergus.
Yes.
You fall into a very tumultuous sleep.
Ooh.
Could you please roll me or roll on your occult?
Okay. I have no idea where this is going, but I'm excited.
Never go to
51.
sleep in Call of Cthulhu is another major.
Yeah.
That's a success.
That's a success.
But did you
Okay.
want a success?
Yeah, but is a success good?
No, as
Probably not.
you're sleeping, in your dreams, everything blurs into one, but you think you're drifting out in the desert. Maybe you're walking, maybe you're driving, maybe something else, but you seem to be moving through the desert at a pace. And everything around you is practically a blur. As a sandstorm moves in to surround you. And from it steps a single figure that looks gaunt, hollowed out, with ancient eyes. And he briefly points at you before you wake up. Can you roll me sanity as well?
Yay!
Oh! For those of you watching at home, that was not a success.
That was 100.
That
No.
was, that was 100.
That was the worst it could possibly go.
Out of last time
Oh
was
my
60
word.
sanity.
Roll a d4, and that's how
Wow.
much sanity you
Oh,
lose.
God.
Wow.
Okay. Fucking hell. Right.
Wow.
I was gonna be nice.
Wow.
But
Oh wait, no, I don't think that's the right die, is it? No, I don't think it is. No, I just need to type it.
yeah, just type roll.
Is it
d4.
/r or r/?
Flash off.
/R.
1d4.
Yeah, we should probably actually tell people the
One.
rolls out loud because
Only
yeah.
one loss, only 1 point lost.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
So
goodness. I'm now
one
down
wow.
to
of
59.
sanity.
Does he wake up
After he
screaming?
rolled 100.
I mean, I don't want to
He
shaft us,
does.
but I
yeah, no,
kind of
no,
feel
that
he
was pretty
should.
much what I was in. Yeah. Fergus
Oh,
doesn't wake up screaming per se, but wakes up with a start and shouts out into the morning air.
Oh, fucking
So-
Jesus Christ.
Is that why the
Busby-
time I'm on? Watch,
Busby's
or is
there
Busby?
immediately putting his hand over his mouth. He gets close. He's like, yo, presto, don't flip your lid. We're in the sticks here, man.
Sorry.
Pull it together.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, God.
Are
That
you
was
okay?
horrible.
What happened?
I think I had a vision, and not like one of those made-up ones I do to sell tat.
what did you see? What did you see? Tell me.
Oh, I didn't
I've been
like
reading
it.
my uncle's texts. They're most interesting. I'm very interested
Oh
to know.
no, it was like, oh, it was horrible. It was like this weird, like sand zombie thing, all hollowed
Oh,
out
sand
and
zombie.
dead. Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
that's very interesting.
horrible.
So that sounds like incendiaries would work on that. Okay, good. Good to
I
know.
don't know,
Mm.
but hopefully it was one of those
Yes.
nightmare ones, not one of those. This is going to happen in the future ones.
Busby
Yeah.
looks over at you and he's got a kind of a hollow, terrified look in his face, but he's like he's trying to control it. He's like, I don't want to hear none of that gobbledygook coming out of your mouth, presto. You keep that nonsense to yourself.
Busby, this is his area of expertise.
Yeah, I got bad news for
Yeah.
you. The only reason they sent a fucking magician out here is because the gobbledygook is what we're trying to track down.
I don't
Major,
want to hear none of
you're
that
on
rhubarb.
watch.
This is a crummy situation. I'm going to
Alright.
get you in and get you out, but don't be talking to me about no hollow-eyed desert zombie things.
Okay, it's all
Okay.
right, Presto. You can tell me.
Major's on watch. Yeah,
Okay, maybe we should
You-
be quiet.
hear obviously Fergus cry out and get silenced quite quickly by Busby.
Busby will get a nod.
Unfortunately, you can also hear someone walking around outside the ruins.
Oh,
Probably
will-
they've heard something and maybe they're gonna come and have a look.
Okay, I am gonna try and shadow them,
stealth mode.
literally moving like as quietly as I can the other side of the wall.
Do you mention it to anyone else, or
I'll give Busby the hand signal of. I'm assuming it's only one set of footsteps I hear.
yeah, you can hear? It seems to be one person shuffling.
I'll basically give him a
about,
hand signal for single hostile, and I'll just move off.
So Busby will post up in the direction that the major indicated in case the guy comes around the corner, and I'll knife him in the sternum.
Yeah,
We're
my
gonna go
knife's out.
Sneaky. Come on, Presto. Hiding
Rather
time.
than actually through the door, you spot a figure stick their head through one of the windows and sort of peer in to have a look around.
If he does that, I'm assuming he would see the others.
Well, that depends on what they
But
intend
we're hiding.
to do.
Oh yeah, no, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm bundling Presto up in his
Have you
cape or
seen what
whatever
an
it takes.
MP40 can do to someone? Fuck that.
Feel free to roll for stealth then, or fieldcraft if you have
Okay.
it. But I
It will
think
be
both
stealth.
of you only have stealth.
That would be a hard success,
A
as it's
hard
called in
success, is
Cthulhu.
I fail.
Oh, Christ.
I'm going to become a liability.
You're dead.
Quite quickly. Yeah. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
I'll basically be kind of
it-
almost below him,
yeah.
and if as soon as I see any kind of facial indication he's seen something, I'll be up grabbing and
Appears to be
knifing.
probably a local who lives or lived in Tobruk, and but looks around and then spots
yeah.
Fergus
As soon as I see
sitting
the
on
face
Standing
stack
up.
of rocks. Looking
that's it. I'll be
kind of
grabbing him
worried.
and knifing him.
Yeah.
In fact, this is
Roll.
hiding in the wrong direction.
So I actually have a talent here called Silent Kill, which I have to do an average of strength / dex, and on a successful check, I get an automatic impale attack, and if I crit, it auto kills.
Oh,
Isn't
Yeah,
this just
go
like a
for it.
local, like a
Yeah.
random
Yeah,
Libyan
but-
person?
he's
Yeah.
Yeah, but you kind of went.
Oh, I get that. I was just about to say, like, I don't think he's gonna fight back. Honestly, I think this is just.
I mean, I do almost feel like I should make Fergus roll on sanity again for this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be staring right.
Yeah, I think if he auto crits, then yeah. It's going to be more
So I have
sand
to do
going.
an average roll. I'm not sure how I can do that on. I guess I just roll a D100
it's strength
after working out all my
/dex.
averages.
So no, it just means a normal flat roll. You have to pass a regular roll.
Oh, well, on either strength or dex.
Yeah, on strength or
Oh,
dex,
right.
your choice.
I will choose dex. It's
Very
not
nice.
a crit,
No,
but
but you do impale, which is pretty much very similar because so do you have a knife or anything on you?
yes, I have a big knife.
Yeah.
A very big Australian-looking knife.
What's your very big Australian looking knife's damage?
D8 plus my bonus damage of D4.
I mean, I was going to ask what his name was.
So
but-
basically, yeah, you do for the impale, you do maximum damage on your I think it's just on your D8. And then you would roll damage again. So a D8 again plus your D4.
Oh yeah, Odin, we have to like know all the World
But-
War II history. Yeah.
It's
I failed to do my homework.
it's fair to say whatever you roll, they're going to be pretty dead.
Oh god.
NPC.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
dear.
I rolled a D7 by accident, but still 9 more damage. So
It's been eviscerated.
17. But no, basically it's
Presto.
just in
Oh,
his
it's just a
throat, and
Like a merchant or
I
a
pull him
farmer.
through the window.
it was
Jesus.
impressive to watch, if slightly horrifying. The knife just flashes out straight into the throat, and as
Busby will pull
as
him
the
through
major
window.
does that, yeah, the two of you drag him in. He's dead without a sound.
Almost like
Oh,
the two of you have
what a
done
pain
this
in
before.
the neck.
Yeah.
Now we
Oh,
gotta
this
hide
was a
body.
joke. Yeah. Okay, I got this one.
And
No,
yeah,
I-
basically once he's in, he's going to be stuffed into a corner and some rocks
Yeah.
going over him to try and hide it.
Busby rifles through all his
After
stuff to
cleaning
see
my
if there's
knife
any
on his
information that we can garner
God.
off of this guy.
Any
No,
identity papers, any local
Yeah,
currency?
it's mostly local currency a little bit, and it appears to just be someone who lives in the area.
Oh God.
How's
Do we
Fergus
have any
feeling
local
about this?
currency?
I'm probably a
Well, if
bit
we do
freaked
now.
out because I'm
I mean,
gonna
did-
look at this guy and go, "Wait, this is
Are you
just
get-
a random dude. This isn't even a soldier." So I'll
I mean,
probably
were
have
we
to-
given local currency before we arrived, or
Yeah, I imagine you were given a little bit. enough to
okay?
get
Well, we'll
by,
take his
but
currency.
Yeah, I would anyway.
MI6 is just super presumptuous and assumes
Yeah.
people are going to take British currency. It's like, well, we're going to win. So, I mean, you might as well take it now.
It is.
Do you mean you don't
essentially-
accept sterling,
you know.
you savages?
I have
Oh,
American
God.
Express. What
Yeah.
did that do?
It is essentially the equivalent of like less than £1 probably. It's got
Okay.
on
So-
this person. But Fergus, you can roll another sanity check.
Yeah. 'cause that's a-
Mostly, it wasn't as horrifying as you were expecting because it
Yeah.
happened so
I
quick and
succeeded.
precisely.
It's fine.
It's mostly the realization that this is your fault. This
Yeah.
person's dead because they heard
Because
you.
you were stood in the open.
No.
Well, I mean,
Come on, Presto.
Well,
Come
they-
over
they
here and help
heard-
me get rid of this
Heard
body.
Fergus to
oh
start.
God.
Oh yeah, I'm already
yeah,
kind
you
of.
past that. You're all right.
burying
you
the body.
You feel a
Rocks.
bit shaky, but you're trying to push it back, and the desiccated face that you saw in the sandstorm is very
Yeah.
much more your focus than. Turn my little light on.
This guy was just 2 days from retirement.
And that's the origins of that joke.
Yeah, Presto, you keep this
yeah.
up, and we're going to end up having to kill half this village.
Oh God. When they take Tobruk back, like, Jesus, these guys were savages. They just killed all the local. Oh, no, that was our boys. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no, that was
oh
us.
boy.
Okay.
awkward.
Remember, deny everything.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking Christ.
Okay,
Okay.
If
There
we've
seems
finished
to
our
be-
modding
yeah.
murder, then maybe we can get on with the sneaking and the espionage.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
going
now that we
about
got
that
some
then.
extra clams, maybe we can get a cup of Joe before we find
Oh
this
yeah,
H
I
fella.
was thinking, yeah, maybe some
I
coffee
mean,
to
what
start
is the
day.
time at the moment?
Yeah, it's probably about 7ish now.
About 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Time to see if we can go
Got
locate our
about 3
contact.
hours sleeping. Whoever slept continuously. Everyone else got probably about an hour, maybe.
No, who needs
Been
sleep?
swapping
Yeah.
out and stuff.
And there are Nazis to kill.
Yeah.
Busby goes over to Presto. He puts his hand over his shoulder. He goes, I was just goofing on you. You know, nobody expects you to stay out of the trouble. So just keep your head down. We'll get you where you got to go there.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Just
I
keep-
mean, I've just seen you kill two people. So, oh, no, wait, only one. It was
3
yeah,
so far.
3.
You've killed 3 people and you've only just arrived.
Just try and keep
2
your head
Italian
down. We're here to keep
soldiers.
you safe.
Oh, yeah.
And a
and one
random.
poor random person.
Yeah, Presto,
Jeez.
you're off the hook, Presto. You know, you do your thing. We'll get you there.
Okay.
Gonna butcher
I'm just
our
busting
way
your
through
chops.
Cthulhu. Okay.
The streets, if you walk out onto them, well, I don't know. What is your plan then? First off? How are you going?
I would offer measures that I move through the streets using my counterintelligence skills and my stealth and try and make contact with Edge at either of the 2 main dead drops. And then we can proceed from there because we need local intelligence and we will also need transport out to wherever it is we're meant to be going.
Sounds good.
If anything goes
Okay.
wrong, you will know because there will be an enormous explosion.
It's going to carry your bag.
Not all
explosives
of
with
it, just some of it.
Yeah.
Couple of sticks
Walter will
of
smile at
dynamite.
that.
There will be a signal.
Make sure you take more of the bastards with you.
Oh, don't you? This has been my plan since Austria. So, I'm still here. They are not.
Okay, then, as Heinrich walks out into the street, it's a bit of a bustle around. Obviously, with the combination of a raid, an attack last night, and just generally Tobruk is being used as the logistics hub for shipping in supplies and pushing them forwards towards the main front in El Alamein at the
Is it
moment.
all Italians or are there
No,
German
it's
troops mixed
a
in?
lot of Germans as well. In fact, at the moment, it's probably more German logistical and headquarters crew than Italian soldiers.
In that case, I'm going to slip into my SS outfit.
Yeah.
Because I will stand out as a pasty-faced northerner if I try and pretend to be local, but I can very much pretend to be German. Okay, don't shoot me when I come back, okay? Or knife me. I will
Okay, my
give
boy,
some
sir.
sort of signal. Not the blowing things up signal, the other signal.
Yeah.
Okay, fix my hat. I'll see if I can
So-
get some coffee on the way back.
So yeah, you walk out into the streets and
hot.
move into the crowd.
So terrible.
It's not amazingly hot yet because you're quite near the coast, but it's warm and it's probably going to get hotter as the day continues.
I'm all in black,
Yeah.
apart from the shiny buttons.
So while Heinrich is gone, I think Busby would probably get his transceiver out and his headphones out and crank up the radio and see if he can intercept any of the local communication.
Yeah, sure. You can roll, was it wireless operator or
Yeah, radio operator.
radio operator for that? Yeah.
I got a 50 out of 81, so a success, but just a success.
Running through the channels, yeah, you've got a lot of different things that you can pick up on and hear. A lot of it seems to be mostly logistical. Yeah, the sort of standard chatter you'd imagine you'd hear sitting in the headquarters hub of an army group on the attack.
Yeah, Major, I'm not picking up anything other than the normal gobbledygook you'd expect to be getting out of these guys, moving supplies and licking their wounds from last night. But I'll keep listening.
Good. Keep your ears out. See if we can pick up anything useful.
Roger Dodger, Major.
What the Major and Fergus up to at the moment? Are you just sitting tight?
Yeah,
Pretty
Just
much. Yeah.
keeping a low profile.
Yeah.
Making sure that the body of that chap's well and truly buried under rubble.
Okay. Heinrich, you're walking
Ah.
through the streets.
Just sauntering through the streets of Tobruk. yeah.
Where are you heading?
I'm going to head. Are we expecting H to have left us a message, or do we need to make contact with H?
You're expecting to receive a message first.
Then I will head for the Venice
We'll give you an
restaurant.
idea of, yeah.
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 So I will head for the main dead drop. I don't want to be sneaking through the streets because I'm counting on my uniform to keep attention away from me, but I would like to use, try and use my espionage to see if I can detect whether I am attracting attention or if the dead drop itself has people watching it.
Okay.
Let's hope this roll goes better than it did last time. Oh, it does. That is a success.
One of the main things that you notice is there appear to be groups of soldiers along with an officer each time checking people's papers, but everyone. They appear to be checking through everyone who's walking the streets as they move past these various checkpoints. And it appears like to get to the Venice restaurant, that you can see ahead, and the little alleyway, you're probably going to have to move through them somehow.
Okay. Just going to gently tap the high explosives in my pockets. Make sure I have
For
the
luck.
detonation code handy. And proceed forwards in an arrogant swagger. You know who I am.
Can you roll persuade or
A fast
let's
talk.
have a look. Fast talk, yeah, sure. Yeah,
Oh.
just purely on your swagger to see how far you get.
My best is just bluster, but no.
I actually, fun fact, I
That's a
actually have an
fail.
85 in fast talk.
Oh, I had a 75 and it was not enough.
I just
Don't
realized
forget though,
that.
you can spend luck on. You can
Yeah,
spend luck,
that's
right?
true,
To
Can
Yeah.
see.
So-
You don't have to spend 5 points of luck.
Then let's spend some luck, because otherwise it's going to be an enormous kaboom. Okay,
They
that makes
believe
it
you,
a
but they
success.
just really don't like the SS. They're just like, oh no, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Oh, definitely stopping that one.
Cavity search time.
Oh no.
Yeah, it appears to also mostly be Wehrmacht troops in the streets anyway. So yeah, there's a bit of rivalry there that they may want to play into if they feel up to it. But yeah, you bluster your way past one of these checkpoints and just wave them off as they
Not have
as
the
they
authority
ask
to
for your
impede me.
papers. Yeah.
I'll try
what
my
sort-
patience.
What sort of rank is your SS uniform?
I was going to go
anyway?
with Oberleutnant.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
I like to think I've killed them myself.
Yes, of
And
course.
stolen
Naturally.
their skin. Sorry, uniform.
Okay, yeah. So you push forwards, and you're approaching the alleyway and the Venice restaurant, but you can also hear one of the officers behind has sort of broken off and is like trying to flag you down, sounding kind of nervous.
How far away was he from his troop?
He's moved off alone. They're still checking papers, and they've decided to whoever's in charge has decided to send their most junior officer to try and
There seems to be a
convince you
problem
to
with your
show
papers.
yours.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just go in this really dark alleyway and we'll sort it out. Oh,
Let
it's
me
okay.
just sort this out. Okay, so fine. I will spin on my very shiny boots. You go, yeah? What? You have 1 minute.
Yeah. He looks at
In perfect
at you and
German,
goes,
obviously.
Papieren bitte. Was machst du im Stadt?
If we already had this conversation, you do not have the authority.
He looks kind of nervous and goes, but I'm going to I need to see your papers.
Under whose orders?
General Command has put us on alert after the raid yesterday.
Yeah, I saw your incompetence. I saw what this has cost our efforts here in the North Africa. And now you have the goal to challenge me?
As you're having this conversation, there appear to be at least a couple of Wehrmacht troops sort of moving towards it,
Oh, crap.
kind of.
They might
Yeah.
have an enormous kaboom.
Well,
and
they
that's the
just-
end of that.
Well, they just go like, "Don't worry, we'll straight this out. We'll get your SS commander." Oh no, don't need to get him. It's fine. He'll know who I am.
I'm new. I've just moved here.
Can't you see that I'm more important? Leave me alone.
I have the shiny uniform. Ah, okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to invite him to come and join me in the shade. so that we can get this sorted out.
Where is the shade?
Hopefully inside a building. Could be a ruined one. I'm not fussy.
Oh
You
God,
can-
this is good.
Roll for persuade.
Oh God, can I not roll for fast talk?
Oh yeah, fast talk. Yeah,
My
you
persuade
can-
is appalling.
Yeah.
Oh God, this could go so wrong because.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
my
critical
God.
success.
Okay.
That's a 1, ladies and
Nice.
gentlemen, out of a D100.
As you,
Holy shit.
what
Okay.
do you do? Are you just gonna Are you gonna force him to come with you? Are you just gonna berate him so much that he backs down?
I am going to continue the berating. I'm
Yeah.
keeping one eye on. If more people are joining, then I need to escalate this. But if I
No.
could just basically berate him down.
Pretty much what happens is you're berating him so harshly that those couple of Wehrmacht soldiers that were toying with the idea of backing him up
Like,
just
whoop,
start.
no, wrong room.
No, you can see him sort of laughing under, trying not to get caught out, but laughing and sort of slowly
Yes.
slinking away into the
I
background.
will start questioning his education, his upbringing, and his parentage quite loudly.
Is that accent Bavarian? How dare you?
As you do that, a Italian officer, or well, he looks, maybe he's an officer, maybe he's
Just
something
got a chicken
else.
on his head.
Yeah, he moves up towards the side of you and puts an arm around you and goes, ciao ciao, mi amici, or amici mi.
Ah, finally,
And-
you've turned up. Look, I've been having to put up with this Dummkopf for so long now.
Officer looks slightly concerned and goes, is this your friend? And the Italian officer waves him off, goes, yeah, friend of mine. I mean, what are you doing here? And slowly pulls you away.
Go rethink your life choices. Maybe go do charity work. Go on. Pa!
In the meantime, what is the rest of the team up to back in their hideout?
Just lying low.
Yeah, so I just continued. Busby would continue working the radio until Heinrich got back. He would just be trying to gather as much intelligence as he could, intercepting comms.
Okay.
Tactically
Yeah, you
looking
can
at
make
anything
another
I
roll
can
for
do.
that if you want. I think we all thought Heinrich was dead then.
Oh my lord.
I got a 3 out of a
Wow.
81, so
Yeah, that.
not
that'll
too
do it.
shabby.
You pick up on a little bit of strange chatter on a frequency you weren't quite expecting to find anything on. It's probably not standard German nor Italian Army or Air Force frequencies. And a lot of it seems to be logistics talk again. What languages do you have?
Italian and
Yeah.
English. That's it. But
No,
I mean, if I hear something weird, I'd clue
You
the
could-
major
yeah.
because he speaks German. Right? Nope.
No,
Okay,
I speak
yeah, we're-
Arabic.
we're out of luck.
Only
Your
out.
German
Yeah.
speaker has left.
Yep. I speak English, and since I have a 1 in any language, I just put Russian.
However, you can write it down phonetically.
And by Russian, I mean I know vodka.
Yeah, it feels unusual to your ear. You know that, and you weren't expecting to find anything roughly around that bandwidth.
So I'll make a note of that, of the frequency, so that I can dial it back in when Heinrich gets back. He turns he goes, "Holy mackerel, Major. There's some weird stuff going on here. This chatter, I can't quite make it out. I'm not good with the German, but There's something weird about this. We gotta put Heinrich's ears on this frequency when he gets back.
Seems to be something weird about all the Germans right now.
I tell you, they're all in cahoots with some weird shit.
Wish they'd all just piss off back home so we could all go home.
Well, I say we give old Jerry a black eye like my dad did first.
Oh, I'll be missing a few teeth by the time I'm done with him.
And the population of Tobruk.
Man,
That's
that's
how
the
many,
crummy part of it, Major.
certain,
Sometimes
Magician
Sometimes the
starts
civvy's
observing
getting away.
himself too.
How is the magician? What are you up to?
I literally am looking through my
Just-
skills if there's anything
Yeah.
I can do usefully.
Hardly
There is
freaking
not.
Well, you could try and
Raise dead.
well, just you have an occult background. You could try and find out more about.
Well, actually, that's a good point. I can't speak German, but would the words they be using in terms of occultism necessarily be German? In like, if he says a word, could I roll occult to be like, oh shit, they're talking about etc. etc. Or is the occult like German? If that makes sense, you know, what I mean, like
no,
in the way
I
that
think you
it's a
probably
proper
could,
noun.
but you'd have to be listening in
Right,
along with
okay.
Busby because
Yo,
obviously
Presto,
he's
you're just sitting over there whistling Dixie. Why don't you come over here and put your ears on this? This is some weird
Okay.
stuff. It's up your alley.
Yeah, okay. I'll have a wee listen.
you
so
can
yeah.
roll your occult.
Yes.
And Busby gets in there and whispers, "Don't flip your wig again, though, if you hear some weird shit."
52 out of 85. I
Yeah.
succeeded.
Now, you do pick up on a few things, but it seems to be scattered and without the context of the rest of it. There's definitely something going on, and you're pretty sure from what you're hearing that it's probably related to the Black Sun. So you've probably Busby's likely managed to pin down the frequency they're using for their communications.
Okay, well, I will. So, Bugsbait, there's some good news and some better news. Good news is that, you
It was a
know,
good roll.
yeah, no, the good news, the really good news is you found the Black Sun's communique, so that's great. The slightly good news is I'm fairly sure they're talking about occult stuff. However, without the German, I'm not super sure what the context of it is they're saying, and I can't really piece anything together about that. But this is big.
Yeah. You did all right there, Presto. You got some moxie in you after all.
Then Fergus screams randomly. No.
No.
Just
Only
Purple.
internally.
Heinrich,
Ah,
back where you are, this Italian officer.
do I
leads
know
you
this
away.
chicken eater?
You do not. You have no idea who this person is who's just popped up, called you, "Oh, my friend, you're finally here," sort of waved away the German officers doing
Good
paper
Morgan.
controls, and he's walking you away from the area now and away from the dead drop.
Okay. Well, I'll go a corner away from where the poor Wehrmacht are, and then stop and go. So, where are we having breakfast?
Well, at this point, his Italian changes to rather perfect English, and he goes, "Well, I was rather hoping you brought back breakfast. Things have gone a little bit south here, and I am pretty certain the dead drops are being watched."
And you are?
Well, I think you can guess that.
Well, I mean, I could. Yeah, I could guess that you are some sort of English spy who has infiltrated Tobruk. And now you must be dealt with appropriately.
That definitely sounds like something that could be the case.
Yeah. So if you were such a thing, what would your next move be?
Oh, well, I would be hoping to meet up with a small band of compatriots, because I might have some important information for you.
Oh, I see. So more Englishmen you would be meeting up with, yes?
We should probably not talk about these things on the street.
Mm. Do you have somewhere safe that we can talk?
Yes, there's well, as you may have noticed, I'm currently an important figure in the Tobruk area, so
Yeah, I'm going to have to
that
explain
comes
that.
with its certain privileges. Where would the rest of your team currently be located?
Well, you haven't entirely convinced me that you are who you don't say you are, so...
Well, I'm not sure there's much else I can do to convince you, obviously, other than making sure you didn't get murdered on the street.
Murdered, immolated, sacrificed. You know, these are all just words.
Anyway, yeah, no, I definitely think we should probably have this discussion somewhere else.
Okay,
At some
as long-
point, someone's gonna overhear it.
Okay. Will there be coffee?
Oh, most definitely. It turns out the Italians have brought a rather wonderful stash of all kinds of things with them.
Oh, excellent. Well, that sounds very good. If I was to know the whereabouts of some more compatriots, could they be brought to this location discreetly?
To be honest,
I do not think they will
could-
make it through the checkpoint.
Yeah,
Well, they will make it through the checkpoint, but there won't be a checkpoint afterwards.
we should probably avoid that in the area. I'm sticking my neck out far enough as it is.
Mm,
And this is probably going to cause some problems down the line.
yeah, probably.
I suppose we could arrange for them to get somewhere safe, maybe. Do you know where the backup dead drop is?
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain that one hasn't been compromised yet. So maybe we'll meet up there. And
Okay.
then I'll try and escort you all to where I'm currently residing.
Well, this seems like a perfect plan. Well, I better get back through the checkpoint while they're still scared shitless.
That shouldn't be a problem anymore. They've seen you with me now.
Well, it's been very nice talking with you, and I look forward to meeting you again and enjoying your hospitality.
I would say the same. Just be careful out there. There's some
yeah.
strange
Good luck.
things going on.
Well, that is why we are here. Ciao.
Yeah. Ciao, ciao. And he breaks off and wanders down the street.
I will saunter back through the streets of Tobruk.
You get back pretty easy. Both your berating has and your contact with this Italian officer have spread throughout the city by now, and people are sort of leaving you well alone as you wander about.
I'll do some sort of Morris dance as I approach the building.
Is that the sign?
I I feel like I need to do something, otherwise I'm just going to get knifed.
I am Austrian, not German. What's the difference? Oh shit! Yes, I'm British.
Too late.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in a position where if anyone walks through the door, I will be in a position to off them if it's not
Yeah.
Heinrich.
I almost really want to make you both roll just to see if you knife each other, but seems kind of mean.
I have no intention of knifing anybody. I might even be whistling "God Save the Queen" as I come in.
Dangerous. There could be anyone around to hear that.
Another poor Libyan citizen, just like, I have no idea what's going on. Please leave me alone.
Oh, what a lovely tune!
What is that? Why is that man going in those ruins? I'll just go and have a look.
Maybe he's lost. Maybe I could help.
Oh, look, a magician. Oh. No, yeah.
Oh God.
I imagine you meet up successfully with your
Good.
well-practiced method of making sure everyone knows you're coming.
I don't yet have coffee. Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Oh, that's all right,
Did
Heinrich.
you find him?
I think so. So, town is in uproar, and there are checkpoints, and they are checking the papers of everyone, including the German officers, which is a very high state of alert, as I'm sure you know. But I made contact with, well, if I was optimistic, which I am not, I would say is an English spy masquerading as a high-level Italian officer of some clout in Tobruk. And he has invited us all to join him at his residence. Now, this could be a trap, but we have no other way of progressing. So, Major, I think we carefully go to the backup dead drop location, which is the rendezvous, and then we take it from there.
Let's get going. Tread carefully.
Okay. Busby, he said he has good coffee, so.
Well, Heinrich, you're all right. You're on the beam. By the way, I found. I think we found the Black Sun, the radio frequency they're using, and but my German is it's crap. So you might have to give it a listen later.
Yeah, you have the Irish German, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can do this when either we are not dead. No, that's actually the only option.
Do any of you remember where the backup dead drop was?
Yes. By remember, I mean, I have it in front of me.
That's why
it's Al-Badin's pharmacy.
Yep. That's, several streets away.
Is there a
on the main
checkpoint between
thoroughfare.
them?
Well, let's hope not. I think we should try and move stealthily.
Yeah.
Because we stand out.
At this point, it's also very much approaching midday. So it's pretty warm outside as well.
And you're in all black.
Yeah, I might change out of my uniform into some more local wear.
Yeah, so we'll try and go stealthily hugging the shadows for both it being slightly cooler and keeping us out of
Shadows, midday.
If there are buildings and there's a sun, there's likely to be shadows.
I'll let is the major leading the way, or who's up ahead?
I probably would.
Yeah, I'll let you roll for fieldcraft then, just to see.
Busby would be bringing up the rear, keeping an eye on things.
Oh, Oh
Wow.
You can
well,
spend luck.
98.
I
Never
will
spend
spend
some
three.
luck.
I'll spend
Yeah.
3 points of luck.
We are going to be
to
out of
pass.
That
luck
was
before we
very
meet the
close
first
to a
actual
critical.
threat.
But so many people will be dead.
That's great. Yeah. So many random
Yeah, I rolled a
people
98
who
and
have
a
nothing to
95.
do with. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you move out of these ruins and start hugging the streets, and for a bit it looks like you might actually have to pass one of the checkpoints, but it's getting pretty hot out, and you can just physically see the energy drain from the soldiers, and their attention starts to wander, and they all start to slowly retreat back towards the shadows themselves, and they're not really putting half as much effort into checking papers as they were before. So you could probably get around them fairly easily, almost as easily as just crossing to the other side of the street with the hot sun between you.
Right, yeah, we'll sneak on by.
Yeah. And yeah, that brings you to Albadine. I've forgotten his name because Albadine's Pharmacy.
Holy mackerel,
As-
mate! I thought we were going to go belly up back there. You did us a good spot getting us past that checkpoint.
Wow. These Jerry's don't know how to deal with the sun.
That's fact.
Yeah, the pharmacy's
You,
open.
Fergus, melting. Oh, God. It burns.
The pharmacy appears to be open, but it looks pretty quiet.
Okay, well, I will go in.
Are you all going in, or is
Do you want to
think-
watch the
I'll-
street?
I'll-
I think
Go in as
Busby
well.
would probably
kind of-
stay out and watch the street.
Yeah, I'll give Busby and Presto the kind of signal to wait there. Just kind of a simple kind of hand gesture of stop behind them.
The man who runs the pharmacy looks at you a little bit strangely as you enter it, but then falls into a well-practiced good afternoon. How can I help you?
Which one of us went in?
Which language is he speaking?
He is currently speaking German because it depends. How are you dressed as you go in?
I put my sort of desert attire back on.
Yeah. Okay. Are you all
Probably still
dressed
look
that
quite German.
way, or
Nope, I'm
Yeah.
wearing a red coat. No.
White trousers.
I'm here?
Leather boots.
No, definitely wearing local type
Yeah.
garb.
I'm here and I've brought a flag.
In that case, it would probably be Arabic.
Will we given a
German
code phrase or
Yeah,
anything?
tell him you have a case of the sniffles.
I
That's
will say that
related.
in Arabic.
Do you know any Arabic?
Yes.
Oh. Okay,
Well,
then.
me personally, no.
Me neither.
Yeah, no. He looks at you, nods briefly, and says, "Oh, are you well?"
Now you say the phrase.
I have a case of the sniffles. I'm not going to try and say that in an Arabic accent
That's
from
not.
an Australian.
And sort of looks around. There's no one else in the shop. Come with me. Is this all of you? In English at that point.
Wait, did we all go in? I'm a bit confused. I don't think I went in. I think I stayed
I kind
outside.
of,
No.
Busby's outside, out front, keeping an eye on things.
I'm in the shade outside.
I'll just answer for now.
Yeah.
In Arabic.
Yeah. Says, well, the Count is waiting for you out the back. So, yeah, he's provided a car to pick you up.
Oh, this sounds plush. We should get to others.
Yeah, now it's looking a bit more likely that this is who it's supposed to be. I'll kind of beckon the others in.
What's the scoop, Major?
Seems we found our guy.
Okay.
I'll kind of nod with a gesture with my head to get everyone to come out the back.
Okey-doke.
Yeah. Albadin leads you out the back to sort of part of the alleyway where there's a driver sitting in an open top small vehicle. He says, yeah, get in and give the Count my regards when you see him.
So Busby was just getting in the car.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We're gonna assume that Heinrich will get in the car. As well.
Yes,
We'll assume
yes.
everyone gets in the car.
And you're driven off through the town, at which point most of the patrols sort of leave you alone because they can't be bothered to flag down a car, make it stop, walk out into the sun, talk to. It's getting pretty hot out, and I mean the raid has most likely passed at this point. So you fairly quickly and easily taken up to a slightly larger compound at the edge of Tobruk. That has a few Italian flags hanging out of it, but otherwise doesn't really appear to have much of a military presence per se. There are a few personnel walking around, tending to things, getting food and things like that, supplies. But it doesn't really appear to be a military stronghold or barracks or anything like that. It's pretty much just a fairly plush residence.
Major, what's the play here?
Yeah, the car pulls up and it says, the Count is waiting for you inside.
Cheers, Copper. Let's go meet the Count.
Whilst Odin's away, I will mention quickly that there is a Garblag challengey thing running at the moment where you can pick what the next game is that's run, or one of the games in the future in any event.
Yeah, so
and you have
basically you can
choice,
pick what's running after Pete's Pathfinder 2 game.
Yep. You have a choice between Traveller, more feudal stars, which is great fun, Alien RPG, which is also great, and Enemy Within. So the second
continuing
part,
the Enemy Within.
Continuing, the Enemy Within campaign, which is also pretty awesome. So there you go. You can throw groats at that at a maximum of 2,000 per stream, I think. So you have to keep watching,
right.
and
and it has to be from a desktop device. It can't be from a mobile or tablet. For some reason, it doesn't work on the Twitch app.
Yeah.
I just threw my 2,000 groats in for the enemy for more Warhammer, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I've already thrown my 2,000 in for the same.
I've gone for Traveller. So
I do love some Traveller too.
Road to
don't-
Cletti.
I don't
Really,
have 2000.
it's no bad options. No bad options there.
You
No,
can
there
throw
aren't.
smaller amounts at it if you would.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just saying here with like, oh, please. God, it's like
Please,
it's like
may
when,
I have another groat?
it's like when you put money away. You just got to wait. I've got to let it accrue in value first.
Yeah.
Oh well.
There we go. And as Odin returns, Heinrich will be the first to notice when you come in.
fun.
You're met by this rather well turned out Italian officer, who Heinrich obviously recognizes as the person he met in the streets of Tobruk earlier.
Good afternoon. It is nice to see you again. Thank you for sending the transport.
He says, "Oh, that's not a problem," in English once again. Most of his staff aren't around. And he says, obviously you may have guessed that I'm H. But around here, they're currently calling me the Italian Count Hieronimo Alessandro Ridolfi Farnese.
Okay, I'm going to call you Count.
It's
The
an awful lot of
unfortunate
names there, Count.
Yes, the unfortunate actual count was a World War One Italian
Yes.
pilot.
Yes,
and
I know I'd heard the name somewhere.
he unfortunately perished. So
Yes, as World War One
intelligence
often
took the opportunity to fill the gap, shall we say?
Natch. Those boys are always thinking there, Count.
Well, we do what we can to help out.
So you were saying that there were issues and there was some
Yes.
weird scheisse going on.
Well, one of the major issues has been this general crackdown on our intelligence work here. Since these what they call Black Sun or something operatives have started showing up, things have been getting a lot harder to. Well, our usual methods aren't working. That's what I'll say, and they appear to be shipping things in and out through the port without anyone really asking any questions and without any of the port authorities really having any decision making in the process. They seem to have their own little setup here, and a lot of it appears to be running from a small compound outside of Tobruk near one of the airports. Well, airfields. Yeah. And then there's these sandstorms, these strange chilly winds that keep coming in. There's this unsettled feeling hanging over the area.
I will look at Presto. Presto?
Well, that lines up partially with my dream. So it's looking like it's one of those prophetic ones. Oh dear.
So, do we know exactly where this compound is?
The compound, I can give you the location of whatever else they're up to. That's being well shielded.
Well,
Perhaps
we
if
will
there's
follow the
somewhere-
clues.
Perhaps scoping out there could be a good place. If it's too bad, we can always try and remove it.
How many Black Sun agents were we told that, or is it just a nebulous kind of number at the moment?
In your briefing, you were given a sort of rough estimate of as far as they know, there's a Black Sun master and a couple of novices been
Okay.
sent out,
Yeah.
and then they assume they have roughly a platoon of SS soldiers supporting them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They're up to something.
We're definitely going to have to tiptoe our way around out there, Major.
Oh, I'm not saying we should assault it. I'm saying we go have a look. And if we get the opportunity to blow it up without being seen,
Did someone say blow it up?
well,
Now,
yeah.
now, Major, you're talking my language now, Major. Hot diggity dog. Let's go blow up some Nazis.
As
Yeah.
much confidence as I have in Busby here, I don't think the two of us are capable of taking on an entire platoon of the SS. However, if we can get in there, have a look around, plant a few charges, and get the hell out of Dodge, we can
Well,
certainly hit them where it hurts.
From what little information we have got, the compound itself doesn't appear to be particularly well guarded. It's more of a headquarters or a logistical hub there for administration. They seem to be running everything that's running back and forth seems to be coming through there.
Well, then, Count, have you had your
Just can't
peepers
get
on
in.
where their leaders are going to and from?
I'm going to get out a map at that point
Um,
and ask him to mark on the map where the compound is.
yeah, he'll mark it down for you. It's sort of roughly about 5 kilometers out from one of the airfields. It's situated between an airfield and one of the old Italian forts, the linchpins of the Tobruk defense. But out of the way enough that that there wouldn't necessarily be any troops passing by unless they're specifically going there.
Do you know what the surrounding terrain's like? Is there a way we could sneak up on it?
Surrounding terrain's pretty much what the rest of the how did you come in? Did you come in via that raid straight into the port, or
We came in before.
then you may have gotten a look at some of the terrain on the way in. It's
So is it
it's
just kind of
roughly
deserty,
rocky,
bit like that?
bit less
Or a bit-
deserty
Yeah,
than that,
it-
bit
yeah.
more
Yeah.
rocky, and there's a few patches of vegetation as well around it. Sort of,
Oh, that's good. That means more cover.
builds
It's
up
not the Sahara.
into
It's, yeah.
no,
It's not
it
Yeah,
builds
yeah,
up
that's
into
good.
escarpments as well before you get
And
to
like
the
waddies
deep
and-
desert. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, I seem to be running.
Well,
a lot
now
of
we
those
know where it
games,
is.
which-
So,
I think we should be
yeah.
able to
Count,
get in that way.
Yes.
you didn't tell me, Count. Have you got your peepers on where their leaders are, though? Are they out there at that base, or they moving elsewhere? You know, the
Well-
big hubble-a-doo.
Unfortunately, a couple of my, as you put it, peepers have recently washed up in the port. So whoever's running their intelligence is pretty on point. We've been having a hard time keeping track of them. The information that we did get was pretty much what we sent back before you arrived.
Before we sell, should we have Heinrich listen to the frequency, or at least look at the words that you wrote down, Bugsby?
Well, sharing the frequency with intelligence seems like a good idea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Count. I forgot. While we were hunkered down waiting on Heinrich to get back, I did isolate the frequency for the Black Sun. So why don't you give us a listen, and you and Heinrich can tell us what you hear.
Okay.
I'd definitely be interested in acquiring that frequency.
Natch.
Goes back to MI6. Look what I found. Ah, counts.
No,
So he dials up the radio, dials in the frequency, and hands over the headphones to Heinrich.
Yeah, before you get to that, the count sort of suggests maybe you stay with him for tonight, and then move out in the morning if you have a plan, or however long you need. But yeah, but he's offering up this little area as a sort of base for you.
Well, I think we should approach at night, so we should probably get some kit, wait till nightfall, and head out.
That's okay by me, Major. I could take a snooze.
So
Wait, let me at the
everyone-
radio. I want to know what they're
Yeah.
saying.
okay. So you dial it in again, and Heinrich. Who's listening in, by the way?
It was Heinrich and the Count, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably be nearby though, because I need to hear what the context of spooky, scary words are.
I probably have
Heinrich.
enough occult to kind of pick out the bits that I need someone with more occult to come listen to.
German,
Yeah,
German,
well,
German,
I was gonna
Dagon.
say, yeah.
German, German, German.
Roll
Cthulhu.
your occult first, and then we'll see how you go.
Occult. Well, Heinrich's occult.
Yeah, Heinrich's occult.
Okay.
If you have occult, feel free to roll it. That
try
seems a bit metagame.
Oh, I'm going to spend a little bit of luck because I've got 55 and I rolled a 57.
Sure.
So
Only have
let's
30 on
burn some more
total.
luck to just make that a success. Barely.
The first part of it appears to be a general explanation of them running through logistical operations that need to go back and forth between the dig site, as they're calling it, in Berdois.
If there are movements or timings or anything that gives us
Yeah.
a sense where it is, I'll be relaying that to the major unless he's gone for a nap. Going to be
And
looking
then
at the map and
there's-
figuring out.
You'd have been left with the map,
Okay.
so you could make important notes.
Pouring over
if they're
that
there.
kind of.
There's a second bit which starts off fairly nonsensical but seems kind of strange, and then you slowly realize that whatever this bit is, it's some kind of safety trap that they've put in place in their wireless communications. Please roll for sanity.
Oh no! Oop.
Divide by 0. No!
Ah, error. Oh, I passed.
No,
Oh, my
as you
brain is a fortress.
Yeah, as you hear the words, they start jabbing into your brain, into your ears. It's like a sharp pain. Feel it behind your eyes. There's a metal taste in your mouth, and you just throw the headset off.
Mm. Some of these words are not for, well, anyone's ears.
Okay.
They assault your mind.
Yes, the occult can do that. So all these scribbles on the map, is this like their comings and goings and supplies and stuff like that?
Yeah, they keep talking about the dig site and
Yes. Hmm.
we're trying to get
Okay.
a sense of where this might be.
Yeah,
Because this is
the
clearly the main activity.
Count also points out, yeah, the dig site is pretty much one of the reasons I think your team was sent. It's the information we sent back, and I imagine, yeah, SOE has decided to send you lot to deal with it.
Oh.
I don't know
That's
what's
true.
so important about a dig site that that it could require a special operations team, but you know, here we are.
Mm. Yeah, here we are.
The Count, by the way, seems vaguely unaffected by whatever.
Have
as
you
he
heard?
was also listening in, if you recall.
I'm sure it's fun. If we listen more, does it just loop back to?
Well, there's you notice there's a pattern to it. So they have bits where they're actually relaying information in between whatever these sort of safety measures are they've put in place for anyone who's trying to listen in.
Counter-intrusion measures.
Yeah.
It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
If-
God.
Yeah, if you hadn't already had a bit of experience with the occult, it would have probably done some damage.
Jeez. Okay.
You're
Does it seem
so-
like standard occult, or does it seem more like mythos level?
It's not. Yeah, it's not directly mythos related, but there's some twisted occultism to it that is leaning in that direction, because there were actual words that physically hurt you.
Yeah.
So if this is 3 kilometers out, realistically, we're gonna need a vehicle. I'm saying this to whoever is
It's
awake.
3 kilometers out from one of the airfields, so it's about roughly 10 kilometers out from
Oh,
where you are
okay.
now.
So yeah, vehicle is needed. I'm not walking 10 kilometers. Okay.
Maybe
I
the
mean-
count can furnish us with something.
Yeah. Do you have any vehicles that can handle the Libyan desert, or is it just are we gonna have to steal something?
Well, I have a few more of the same kind of vehicle that brought you in, so you could borrow one of those potentially.
Okay.
I mean, the one I'm going to give you is not directly linked to me in any way.
what, like a
That's
Kugel wagon or
foolish,
something.
But yeah, we've acquired a few resources here and there.
Yeah. We get like a luxury car. It's like, this will not last. Give us something a bit hardier, please.
Clang, 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 thud, thud.
Now a tank. No.
That's not very
No.
stealthy, so.
Yeah. Now, what basically what he gives you is just, it's like an open top Kugel wagon kind of
Okay,
thing.
okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone know how to drive?
who has
I-
drive auto? Oh, you all
No.
drive into a ditch. Oh well.
I have a 5 and ride.
Don't worry there, Presto. I'll get us out there, but we're still gonna have to stop a couple of clicks outside of where we're going, so you might as well
Yeah,
lace your
yeah.
boots up.
Yeah, no, I understood that. I'm just not one to walk directly from Tobruk all the way to this airfield, to this site. Dig
You're
site.
not-
It's only 10
You're not whistling
kilometers.
Dixie there. 10 Ks is in the desert. That's no joke.
Only 10 kilometers.
So what is the plan then? How are you gonna go about it?
So do we want to go take a look at the dig site first? I mean, I think that's kind of our primary objective is
Yeah.
to find out what's going on there and either steal or destroy any materials they're pulling out of there.
Exactly.
The-
Yeah.
Dig site, as far as you can tell, you've only got a rough idea of where it is, but that's like at least 30 kilometers out from 20 to 30 kilometers out.
Well, I
from-
mean, if we know the rough area, that it's not like you could hide these activities. So I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult to poke around, search for tire tracks or
Yeah.
boots or whatever. I mean, obviously the alternative is we just go straight to the headquarters. But if we're going at night, I imagine people are there. Like, I don't think they'd be on the dig site at night, would
No.
they?
We could always, but you're right, though. We could always break into the headquarters and see if they've got detailed maps or
Yeah,
any
that's
additional
true.
intelligence about what's going on at the dig site. So we go with more information.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Because if we go there and it's like, okay, we got to destroy everything that looks bad. Oh boy, there's a lot of not great
That's
stuff here. Yeah,
Everything. Yeah.
we don't have enough explosives. Yeah, I think maybe the headquarters might be better then.
Especially if we can sneak in and sneak out without alerting anybody to our presence, so they
Yeah,
don't
definitely.
know that somebody's looking into their stuff.
Exactly. Okay.
That does mean that you don't get to kill all of the guards. Just so that you know that.
Unless we do it in one evening, we go there, kill all the guards, then quickly drive to the dig site.
Well, then we might as well blow it up. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like the way you think there, Heinrich.
Okay.
I could set some timed charges. You know, we don't have to be there when it blows up.
Well, that would definitely hide whatever we were doing there and deprive them of any additional intelligence that they might have.
Yeah, because we need to make sure we don't just need to halt their process. We need to make sure they can't restart it as well.
Yeah.
So that probably involves killing the Black Sun members as well, because they'll be the ones with the information on the matter.
So we could hit the headquarters, gather what information we can, kill everybody there that needs killing, set out time charges, and then immediately drive out to the dig site, hit it that same night if possible.
Yeah.
Or get close and hit it, right at dawn.
Yeah, I think that sounds that sounds reasonable, and it's also doable as well, because it's not. Because I think if we came back and then tried to do another evening, it would just be swamped with Wehrmacht, SS, but like everybody would be there going, "What the fuck is going on?"
Right. If we hit the headquarters and we wait a whole day, we're going to be wading through Nazis.
I don't know how much pull the Black Sun has, but I don't think they can pull off the explosion that we're about to. Oh yeah, that's fine. Ignore that. Don't worry about that, guys. It's fine. We got under control. I know most of us are dead, but just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So what is your plan then? Are you staying here a little bit and then setting off at night, or?
You know what? Yeah, that's probably.
Wait till dark. At least.
Yeah, definitely. I do actually have a question then to the counts. Does the I don't have an accent, so I just talk normally. So, Count, do you have any paraphernalia from like the Black Sun? Do you have anything on them, or is it just complete like blank slate?
Be honest.
Lewis, you've just been given a reroll.
Oh
God. I can roll fast talk if he's going to be like, I'm a spy. I don't have to tell you shit.
As
magician.
He says, well, to be honest, up until this sudden arrival of this group, I'd never heard of the Black Sun before at all. We don't have any intelligence briefings on them. We don't have any information about them.
Okay.
In this sort of area, you lot are probably more well versed because,
we've been
H
briefed.
is leading the intelligence circuit.
Oh, right, the conventional,
but he has
mundane.
no idea about anything beyond that.
Damn. Okay.
Thank you, Free League Publishing, by the way. I will use that wisely.
I was going to say maybe I should ask for a uniform as well, just so I could do something. Do not speak to this Wehrmacht soldier. He is mute. Just look really scary.
The Count can provide you with uniforms if you want them.
I can pull off an Italian, but
mix and match.
Not
even Italian. Like that, they've just things that they have acquired through the intelligence circuit.
Since I speak Italian, it would be better if I went in as an Italian.
Here's my logic, at least, and I'm saying this to the group and also as Nye. If we might as well go disguised, because at the very least, if we look like, Wehrmacht, Italian, SS, whatever, at the very least, we can do plausible deniability of, we're like, we're lost, we're deserters, anything.
Lost
but if
in
we,
the desert.
well, no, you know what I mean? Like, at least it's the whole, theater, well, not theater of the mind. It's like, they're going to be more reasonable if they're like, I guess you're soldiers, so it wouldn't be that unreasonable. But if we're just some schmucks in civilian clothes, it is going to be like, okay, what the fuck are you lot doing here? We're lost.
Or at the
in a
very
Kugel
least,
wagon.
At
Yeah.
the very least, they'll pause for a moment, give us
Exactly.
an opportunity
Yeah,
to
stabbing in
act.
time. Yeah, exactly. That's at least my logic. Probably shouldn't. I guess we could just all go as one different thing.
It's true.
Italian Wehrmacht SS. I don't know what.
Over all our bases. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
I
that
won't
point,
suspect
the
a thing.
Count also says, well, I have a few other engagements. You know how it is. Work. I'll leave you to get ready, and then one of my staff members will provide you with whatever you require. I wish you good luck on this mission. It sounds like it's more important than I know, maybe.
I mean,
But
all the stuff against our enemy is important, so I wouldn't worry too much. I say,
Definitely.
hoping to convince him.
After the Count leaves,
waves you off.
Busby would look over at Heinrich and Presto and be like, I don't know, fellas, I might be cockeyed, but do you think that Count's on the up and up? He seemed a little off to me.
Yeah.
Must be roll a spot hidden.
Oh God, how great would it be if he doesn't know who H is and he is actually a Count, and he's like, holy shit.
So I got a 56.
What's going on here?
I got a 56 under 75 for just a normal success.
Yeah. You didn't really know. Well, he seemed a bit off. And there was something kind of puzzling about his face in general, but you can't place it because you didn't. It's strange. You just have, but you've had an off feeling about the whole situation since you got here. So maybe it's just that. But yeah.
Oh, could he actually speak or understand German? Because if he was listening and he can't speak German, he might have just been sitting there like, I don't know what any of this means. Then when he put it off, he's like, I don't know.
Gobbledy, gibbledy, goop.
He made no clear, like he didn't give any sign of actually understanding anything that was said over the headphones. Or
Can't listen to this.
Just,
sure.
Well, no, he listened to it.
Yes. No. Yeah.
You know, he
It
didn't
is
say
still
at any point,
suspicious.
oh,
Yeah.
I don't speak German.
Yeah. Just how calm he was about the whole
Just-
thing. Yeah.
But he was fairly calm about it for the effect it had on.
Yeah, the
Exactly,
words that
yeah.
tried to eat my mind did not seem to affect him. So, no, I think this is all about as fishy as my Aunt Hilda's fishy fish soup. But we can only proceed.
70% fish.
Oh, you want
Okay.
the light fish soup? Okay.
I was going to say 70% fish and 30% fish extract or something.
And then just some more fish on
Thinking,
top.
could I get
As
a
long as it's not
German-
fish and potato stew. I've had enough of that.
I get a German rifle, but we don't give me bullets because me using a weapon is a bad idea.
Yeah. You can have a
Just to sell the look.
you can have a rifle.
Okay.
So if we have transport, we have disguise, we can at least get close, and then we will attempt to infiltrate and reconnoiter without being seen. And then we will plant the charges with timer, and then we will escape into the desert, having ascertained the location of the dig. Yeah?
Seems like a good idea.
Sounds like a plan.
Shall I plant a charge here before we leave? You know, I have
I
some
don't know.
spares.
God.
I don't know. That Count did seem like a knucklehead. We might have to come back and have a very close discussion with him and my fist.
Ah, yeah, the knuckle sandwich. Okay.
You're reading my mind there, Heinrich.
Yeah, I think that's Presto's job, but sometimes it comes through quite loud.
How's the major doing, by the way?
The major's
He's
asleep.
having a nap.
The major's gonna wake up
He was
with
just
the
like,
three
yeah,
of
we're
us
gonna
in
go
dress
do
up.
stuff in the evening. So
Well,
he's
is
been
any-
he's been in the forces long enough to
Yes,
know
like a
you
proper
sleep.
soldier.
Yeah,
just
just
sleep when you
like,
can.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we should dress the major up as like a Kriegsmarine officer or something. Just like, why are you here? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm like really lost.
Is anyone else going to have a sleep before you leave? Or
Oh
are you
yeah,
just
I'm
waking up?
quite
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. I don't imagine that. Like
But,
planning
yeah.
took super long.
No, and Busby would wait till the major woke up before he
Okay.
lays down.
That case, at the moment, the major, Heinrich and Fergus can all roll a cult as well,
Okay.
even if you don't have any.
75. God, I've not rolled a good roll. I've rolled passes, but not like.
No, I failed
Ooh.
quite spectacularly.
Oof.
Oh, I succeed, but this is one of those ones where I'm not sure which way. is
You're
the
not
way
sure
to
which way you want to
go.
go. No.
Yeah, I mean, I was never gonna pass.
Yeah.
There's a 5% chance.
Yeah. There you go. But that's all right. The major has sort of a rough rest. You wake up not feeling quite as well rested as you'd imagine for having slept a bit. It's sort of like, oh, you had a nap too late in the day and woke up after half an hour feeling more groggy than when you went to sleep. But Fergus, you're out in the desert again, but there's someone there with you.
Please tell me it's not Albrecht, Heinrich.
You don't, Albrecht.
No, that's the last person I want.
Yeah, Heinrich, you're out in the desert. You've suddenly moved somehow. Things are a bit blurry about how and when. You remember closing your eyes, and Fergus is standing in front of you.
Oh, it's the dream again.
Oh, this is but why are you here in my dream?
Well, I mean, I
Why
think at this
am I in
point
your
it's safe
dream?
to. I think this is one of those prophetic dreams I was telling you about that you can sometimes get.
You
A shared
hear-
subconscious.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Wow, Uncle Albrecht would love this.
I'm
You
sure he would. I don't know who
hear
that is.
a voice say something in a language that neither of you may understand. What languages do you have?
I have
I-
Abyssal and oh no, wait, wrong game.
I have language own, which I presume is English,
English,
at
yeah.
34. And then I had language any at 1, and I just put Russian, the gag being that he had a Russian mother, but like
Yeah.
he just didn't pick up any of
Was
the mother
really
tongue.
bad. at
Yeah.
learning Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austrian, English.
Yeah. No
Like
classics.
No classics.
In that case,
Damn it, I've
you
neglected
can-
my classical education.
Yeah.
I
you
always knew it'd
can-
be my downfall.
Both roll education.
It's 50-50.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Okay, I actually did get it.
Oh yes, it's a nice success or a hard success. Sorry, that's what we call
40
it.
out of 50 for me.
I'm going to call it a nice success.
Whatever the voice said, you have or get the gist that it said, "No, you're in my dream."
Oh, no, it's like
Ah.
Latin all over again.
You're not. You can't pin down what language it was.
Yeah. Hello? So if we're in your dream,
If
is
we at
this...
least understand you, that would help.
At that point, the storm front rushes in again,
Oh,
Sand's blowing up in your face. It's biting into your cheeks. Even with your eyes closed, it's almost impossible to keep it out. And the desiccated figure is in front of you again.
Oh, is this what you saw before?
yep. It's the sand zombie.
This
Oh.
time, rather than pointing at Fergus, he beckons Fergus towards him.
I don't think you could go.
No, I don't think I should go over there. Is it just me, or is it at both of us?
No, just you.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh.
Heinrich, you haven't seen this before, so feel free to roll on sanity.
Oh, goody.
You can't do worse than me. You can do equal to me, but you can't do
Yeah,
worse.
that is very true. With 100, I cannot actually do worse. No,
Oh,
I'm fine.
holy
I have a
shit.
mind
Wow.
like iron.
It's yeah.
I
What?
provide
I
a
don't see
very
the
good
problem. So,
description.
okay, so it's sand zombie. Okay, what?
Yeah.
I grew up on troll stories. Come on, this is nothing.
Whatever it is, it seems to be beckoning more and more intently towards Fergus.
Well, maybe if we could both go?
And
Yeah, I don't think either of us should be going over.
approaching quite quickly.
Oh no, okay.
Oh, if we could run away?
Yeah, but
no.
it's his dream. So like, can't he just dream us like to
Well,
him?
then we may as well go forwards if it is his dream. He has.
That's a good. Wait, yeah.
Let us go
fuck.
towards,
Okay, yeah. Fuck it. Let's
hand in
do
hand,
this. Yeah.
with a song in our heart.
Exactly. If we don't believe in him, he can't hurt us.
At that point, Heinrich wakes up uncomfortably in whatever beds you've been provided by the Count.
Like the sort of chaise long by the window.
But as you turn around towards Fergus, he is quite clearly still very much asleep.
I'm going to start shaking him. Go, slap, slap.
And as you're shaking him, sand falls out of his mouth.
Oh no!
As you shake him,
But this is different.
his eyes appear to be moving,
Oh.
but you're not really getting any response. And I'll probably leave it there for now.
Oh no!
Cliffhanger.
I'm dead already.
No, you're just possessed. It's okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, my
It'll
stats might
be
get better
alright.
then.
Yeah, your stats get better.
I haven't killed anyone yet.
We have.
Yep. Oh god.
So there you go. That was the first part of
Oh.
the Burr of Last Resort. It was a bit introductory this week, so there was some minor touching on the horror, but that will grow as we go along. Anyway,
will it?
thank you. Madness and death all around. Thank you for playing, and thank you everyone for watching. What is coming up on Garblag the rest of this week?
Thursday is.
I just thought I'd ask randomly because I can't remember all the many shows.
I don't think we've Blades in the Dark
It's-
isn't going to be on this Thursday.
Yeah,
this
that's-
Thursday night
yeah.
because Matt's got something going on. So we'll be
That's
doing
it.
our downtime next week.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't know about
Friday-
aliens.
Thursday.
Oh shit! Aliens. Yeah.
Isn't it
Aliens,
Pathfinder on Thursday?
Ooh, is it Pathfinder?
I don't think
Wasn't there a
Pathfinder's starting
side
yet.
He's gonna come on
mission?
like
no,
you-
there's a side mission, I think, for Alien. And it may well involve ghosts because I kept voting for that one.
Yeah. Ghosts. It's always ghosts.
And then on Friday, vampires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Masquerades. And then Yeah, and everything else
then
you've missed already
back
this week.
Back to Monday, it will be spectaculars.
Spectaculars.
And if you're at the right Patreon level, we're doing Gaming with Garblag this Saturday. Ben is going to be running the patrons through some Mutant Year Zero out on the ocean.
Ooh, nice.
That'll be
Oh,
fun.
that sounds
I
good.
remember
Ed
John
Blue
Terry.
Sea.
That's right.
If you're
that's a
interested
great
in
book, actually.
becoming a patron or just want to see what it involves, feel free to check out Patreon. The link is either below if you're watching it on YouTube, or I've just put it in the chat if you're watching it on Twitch.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Garblag.
Yeah, the remainder of this.
Yeah, there's Coriolis on Tuesday as
That
well
was it, yeah.
next week. And then you come back around to us on Wednesday.
And next Tuesday,
maybe with a bit of a detour for
next Tuesday night, I think we're going to be doing the Deadlands one shot we were going to do last night instead of Spectaculars, because I think we're still going to be down one person. But don't quote me on that. It'll either be Spectaculars or Deadlands.
Fun. And then I should probably mention that on Sunday, myself and Nye are going to be building worlds.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. As long as you turn up, it's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I figured you'd
over on So Much Game. So yeah, you can join us there for that as well. I think that's pretty much it for this week until next week comes around with more Achtung Cthulhu. Hopefully you'll join us then as well. As usual, join us on the Discord, Garblag Discord. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. And if you like what we're doing, come and talk to us about it. And don't forget to vote on what Pete will be running after Pathfinder.
So again,
I think
the options are Season 2 of Feudal Stars, which is our Traveller 2nd edition game. More of the Garblag cinematic universe of the Alien RPG, which is called Annihilation's Trail. And continuation of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay's The Enemy Within, which we did our first 6 parts earlier in the year. So feel free to donate groats to whichever one of those you want to see most.
Yep. And with that being said, I think we shall leave you for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all of the enthusiasm in chat and for giving me a reroll, which I will definitely use, not this time, but next time.
And thank you, Lewis, for
work.
Creeping us out.
I'm the GM.
Yes. Oh, God. I'm going to be dead.
Just insane.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's as much chance of you being insane as dead. Yeah. Anyway, thank you and good night from Garblag Games. Join us next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I think Pete's fallen asleep.
Oh no.
We're just still streaming.
Yeah.
So, how's everyone doing in chat?
I know people went encore, and we're like, no.
Oh, horrible death.
Yeah.
Oh, we also on the Free League channel, since we're still talking on Sunday night, we will be playing Simba Room, the second part of the 3-part, or maybe just 2-part campaign adventure, introducing their new adventure book.
Pete, hurry. We can't keep tap dancing all this time.
Oh.
I mean, no one can see it, but we're frantically.
Well, this might be the moment for someone to drop 5,000 groats or 10,000 groats in chat so that we can have Odin sing an aria.
Do we have like a secret person that's storing up all their groats for like one of these ridiculous, like,
Probably.
I will put 10,000 groats on this. Everyone will go like,
I'm pretty sure
mean,
that person is Ben, because
can I put 5,000
not
groats
allowed
in to make Aldun sing?
I would. I mean,
no.
I'm sitting
Really
on
don't think
50,
any
I'm
of us
sitting on
want this.
50,000 groats right now, and I
There
don't
we
know
go.
all.
I think I'm
There
on
you go.
like
At this
50.
rate, we'll be able to get Odin to do an entire opera.
It's going to need some warm up.
There you go. Anyway, thank you everyone, and
Cheers.
goodbye from Garblag Games.
Bye.
Bye.